Alright guys, I'm sorry for the loud noise, but so Becoming a Plant Father Part 2, here we are. I wish I would have got a first video when I first opened them, because it's actually been 2 days now and they all do look a little bit different, simply because they got into the sun, so they got the color back, and they got watered, and they've expanded a little bit. They're all really tiny. And when you look, I'm going to insert a little bit of clip of when I got my first plants right now. But some little succulents. This guy looks pretty decent. That guy looks pretty good. The coloring still looks good. Quite the amount of time. So I'll give you updates if anyone's interested on the plants. But that's really it for this video. As you can see, they were so tiny when I got them. I didn't realize how small they were when I first got them. You know, you just get used to them growing over time, I guess. You don't realize how much they've grown. So when these new ones came in, I was shocked at how small they were. I was like, they weren't this small when I got the first ones, but they were. So I ordered 9 new plants. Yes, 9 new plants. So first I'm going to give you a recap of the old ones somewhat, and then I'll show you the new guys. So we have the 2 cacti here, which have really grown spectacularly. Let me get a view, 360 view, get a view of the other side as well. They look amazing. Then we have this guy here, who the kind of stick, the stem popped off, that ended up coming off, and it doesn't have as much pink around the edges, but it changes season to season. So like in the winter, it might get its pink back. But it's grown pretty dramatically, and it's beautiful. It goes from small to big, as do all of them, really. This was like 3 inches smaller like 2 months ago, and then in the summer it really bloomed up. Depends on the season. And this guy, who has, I mean, it doesn't look great right now. He had a little bit of damage when I transferred him into this pot. But this has gone from so many different colors to so many different sizes. As you can see, it's actually very healthy, but it doesn't look healthy. But it has gotten so big, it's actually insane. Now for the new guys. So this right here, this is called Chick Charms. It's supposed to be like an orangey yellow, and it will get to that point eventually. Right now it isn't, but it's very pretty. This is called like a row of buttons. So I wanted something that's a little bit of a different shape. Very cool. It's like a blue and pink. Is this what I think it is? Yes. So this is very similar to some of the other stuff I have, but it has little hairs on it. I'm gonna get down close. So it's very hairy. So it's gonna be like a deep purple, pink, and green. And then this guy, they actually sent me for free as an extra, because I'm a preferred customer at this point. But it has like these little, let's see if I can focus on it. It has like these little like things that grow inside of it, like pine cone looking things, and then like little star beads around it. It kind of ends up being that shape. This is a new cactus I got. I now have 4 cacti. Very cool. It's got like orange tips. Kind of looks a little bit like something from that angle. And then we got this guy, which is my other new cactus. A little bit of pink on the top. So the stems, they grow out pink, and then as they die, they kind of move down and they shift back to green. But the new stems form on the top, and they're pink when they first form. Oh, I forgot. This is also a guy that I got in my first batch. Took on a very weird shape, but he's doing really well. He's grown a lot. Weird shape now. This guy, I wanted something different. It's not focusing very well. This guy is fuzzy. Like fuzzy. Very cool. He was very small when I got him. He's grown about double the size since when I put him in here, which is kind of crazy. Then we got this guy, which reminds me very closely of that guy when I first got him. But this is called Minima, so it's the same. They're both Echeverias, but this is Minima. So these will stay in very close, as we're opposed to that will flare out a little bit. So this should stay pink and blue and grow outward, but these will even get closer and closer until they're almost all sticking up.
And then we have this guy, which is, you know, similar to this guy, but it's called a curl one. So this will end up, see how they're a little bit curly on the ends there? Eventually they will be so wavy and curly, it'll just be, everything's kind of sticking up and it'll be curling together when it's fully grown, which will be kind of cool. So I wanted to get a bunch of different ones that are going to have different shapes and textures, as well as different colors. That's like a grayish green, the one in the middle. This was also all curled up when I first got it. Now it's spreading out. I didn't realize it was going to spread out. That's pretty cool. But let's just get a little overview here. That's what pot 1 looks like. You got your cacti. Pot number 2. And some more cacti. I wanted to put all 4 cacti together, but I couldn't. They're just too big. This one came so big, I didn't think it would. But yeah, this is year 2 of being a plant father. We'll catch back next year when I have, you know, 30 plants, and these guys have grown up a little bit. Any questions? You know, leave it in the comments. Answer any questions about your plants, your succulent needs.